everybody, this is Chad with round 2 for our April product spotlight video 2023. So we're going to show you all the product that we've got coming out in the next 4 to 6 weeks throughout the month of April, kind of beginning of May. We've got some pretty cool stuff to show you guys this month. In model kits, there's 8 model kits that we're going to show you guys. 2 of those are brand new tooling, completely retooled from the ground up. And another one has some newly tooled figures and stuff in it, so there's some things for pop culture, sci-fi, and automotive in the model kit realm. For the 1/64 scale diecast, we've got 5 releases of Johnny Lightning that hit this month, so we're going to go through all of those. Some tow and go stuff, some holes and haulers stuff, some street freaks, so that's going to be exciting. And then for 1/18 scale Auto World, 3 cars to show you guys for that. So we're going to jump into it. We're going to start with 1/64. So for 1/64 scale, it's a lightning fest this month. We've got 5 releases to show you guys that we're jumping into right now. We're going to start with the Collector Tins series. So in our Collector Tins series, there's going to be 3 cars in this series, 2 versions of each. And for anyone who's familiar, this series includes the collectible tin that you can store the diecast in once you open it up. For version A of this first release, it's a 1979 Chevy Corvette in light blue. Really cool looking Corvette for that one. And then for version B, we did it in bright yellow. It's got a light tan interior, which really looks great with that color. Chrome wheels, of course rubber tires. Next up, for Collector Tins, the 1970 Olds 442 convertible. First version here is in gold. Has black interiors, the top down. A lot of cool striping along the side of it. And then the second version is in dark red. Also black interior with that one. And third, for Collector Tins, is the 1931 Ford Model A Woody. This one's really neat with the surfboards on top of it. You see that first version in dark red with the lighter wood on the side, and then the second version is in a beige color with a darker, more orange wood on the side and black fenders on the front there. Again, looks great with those that Woody with the surfboards on top, so should be really fun release for that. Also for Johnny Lightning coming out, we have 2 packs. So for these, there's going to be obviously 2 cars in each 2-pack. There's going to be 3 of them, and then A's and B's for each one. The first being the Hemi 2-pack with the 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner and the 1969 Dodge Charger RT. Version A gives them more of a stock look, if you can call a Zinger stock, but it's a yellow with black striping, black vinyl top for that top one of the Roadrunner, and that Charger at the bottom in orange. The black vinyl top on that as well, the black RT striping, and the Hemi decals on the hood there. And the version B, we went a little crazier with it. For the 1970 Roadrunner in green, has a blue mod top with a floral pattern on it that looks really awesome, and that super psychedelic looking Hemi lettering on the back there. And for that 69 Dodge Charger RT, we've got the Dick Landy style paint job on it. The Dick Landy name, of course, the big blown Zinger engine on this car to make it look extra mean. So that's for the first release for the Hemis. Next up, keeping with the Mopars, with a Mopar 2-pack. This features a 2014 Dodge Challenger RT and a 2008 Dodge Viper SRT 10. Starting off with the version A, we went with white and blue themes for both cars. The Dodge Challenger with the Mopar on the side, white car, blue stripes, and the Viper on the bottom. Has blue, has the white stripes, and a big Mopar M on the back window, which looks really cool on that release. Second, the 2014 Viper at the bottom is in orange, and the Challenger is in gray with red striping on it. Has the elephant graphics on the side, which really look awesome on this one. And the orange has the silver stripes on that one as well for the Dodge Viper. And then lastly, for the 2-packs, we've got our next release for the Nicky 2-pack Chicago, the Nicky dealerships over there in Chicago. So for this one, we picked 2 Camaros, 69 Chevy Camaro SS, and the 2013 Chevy Camaro ZL1 convertible. So version A has the SS in black, white striping down the side of it, Nicky stickers on the windows, and white letter tires on that one as well. And you've got an orange ZL1 convertible with black Nicky striping on the side of it for the second car. Version B in red with the Nicky logo on the side, black SS style striping for that 69, and for the 2013, kind of a reverse. It's black with red striping, red interior, and got a drag car style wheel in the back there. Next up for Johnny Lightning, we've got a lot of stuff for tow and go, and we also have hulls and haulers that will be coming out, so a lot of things with trailers on it. This first one is actually the first release of our 2010 Toyota FJ Cruiser with camping trailer. So the first release that's going to be hitting in mass will be this tow and go. First version is in dark red with the camper being pulled behind it. White top on that. This casting really turned out great. There's a couple of exclusives of this casting as well, including one for Auto World Store. And for the version B, we went with a dark green color. Really looks great on that FJ. Again, with the white top and all those painted details, rubber tires, even the rubber spare tire in the back, and you've got your matching camper for that one. Next up in tow and go, another release for our fairly recent tooling, the 1983 Ford Ranger. We tooled this last year. It's got a open car hauler on this one, or open trailer that comes with it. First one is in beige with white two-tone. Also has beige interior, white letter tires, silver wheels, and it looks really good for that Ranger. The second one is my favorite, silver. It's got the XLS striping on the side in black and red interior, and of course white line tires and other great details on that one as well, with the chrome top on the open car hauler. And then next up, another fairly recent casting, the 1980 Chevy Monte Carlo. This one for the tow and go comes with matching bass boats. So the first version is in blue with light blue interior. You see that in a lot of those 80s Monte Carlos, having that light blue interior and the matching bass boat that comes with it as well. The next version is in a light caramel, light tan interior with that one, and with matching bass boat, gold and black. And then for our next release, we have hulls and haulers coming out. So 3 cars for this, just one version available right now. That's the 65 Chevy Stepside with boat and trailer for this first one, in white with a red top, white line tires, red interior, and you can see a matching boat and trailer for that one. Next up, the 73 Chevy Caprice with boat and trailer. Has wood paneling on the side there, and you see these stars on the side of that boat. And lastly, this is a really cool one, the 79 International Scout 2. This is a great casting. I love this casting when, every time it comes out. Light blue interior matching with that, and then the boat has a light blue trailer, light blue on the side and on the interior as well to match. And then lastly, for Johnny Lightning, a new release for you guys for Street Freaks. We've been putting out a lot of Street Freaks coming in with a lot of exciting programs that we've been working on. So starting off with the Zingers. This is the first release for our 1964 Ford Country Squire as a Zinger. This is a kind of a Zinger slash surf rod. It's got the surfboards on top, big blown engine on the front, side pipes. Version A is in this great kind of lime, metallic lime color with wood paneling. And the version B is in light blue with wood paneling on that. A super cool looking surf rod style Ford Country Squire. This is also another one where we have an Auto World Store exclusive for that casting available as well. And another Zinger with an all-new Zinger casting. We took our 32 Ford Highboy and tooled a Zinger chassis for that. First version is in yellow. Black striping on the side with the number 3. You can see the big chrome engine. What's really cool about this is this casting has so many different variations that we can do with it. So now having the Zinger chassis, there's all kinds of different hot rods that we can do with this. For the version B, we did a color swap with red and white striping. And there is also a really cool Auto World store exclusive of this casting. Next up, this is the third car that we're doing for our partnership with 24 Hours of Lemons Endurance Racing. So we've been doing all of these. Had two that came out earlier. These are always based on real cars that race in 24 Hours of Lemons, real $500 beater cars that are raced around. So this one is a 1990s Ford Mustang race car. This is based on a team. They did their car up like a warplane, like an Old Crow warplane. They called themselves the Old Crows as a kind of tongue-in-cheek name for it. So they raced this car in Lemons around like 2015 to 2017. Unfortunately, the real car was actually destroyed in a wildfire, but we've brought it as a die cast out. We're really excited for that. So that version A is based on their original paint job for the Old Crows, and the version B, we went with the color swap matching the warplane that their theme was based on. And that really cool bumper really looks wild on that car. So next up, we have released for our Demolition Derby with our 1997 Ford Crown Vic. So these are cool. They're kind of a girly Demolition Derby car. First version being Think Pink in pastel pink. It's got the red letter on the roof and then the white door with the lettering on the side. We have so much fun with this Demolition Derby series, bringing out all these different variations. What's really fun about this one, you can see it's got little lipstick on the front end and little eyes on it. Just super fun. And then the second variation here, called the Pastel Pounder, is in more of a pastel bluish green color with pink wheels and all those cool painted graphics on it. Fifth in the release for Street Freaks, with Project in Progress, bringing that back. This is another release for our 1984 Ford Ranger. So this is one, obviously our Project in Progress series, something that somebody's working on. So he's got a mismatched fender, first version in blue. He's got striping on the side. You can see the fender from a different trim level that was put on there. It's a really fun series, and it's nice to get creative with all the different ways that these can be painted up and done. For the second version, we went with a dark burgundy color with red interior, and again with that white fender on the side of it. He's got the 4x4 striping on the side there. So just another fun variation for that Ranger. And then lastly, for our Import Heat, we're doing the Import Heat GT series. This is our 85 Nissan 300ZX, another casting that came out last year. First one, the Turbo Tribute. So done up in the style of a GT race car with that red, white, and blue. Number 33 on the side, gold wheels, a lot of really cool racing graphics. It's nice to see this this casting in that style. And then the second version here is in white and gold with a black top. Another really cool color swap for that release. So that is everything for Johnny Lightning this month, for the month of April. Again, a ton of stuff, a lot coming out in 1/64. Next, we're going to show you guys what's coming out in 1/18. So jumping into the Auto World 1/18 scale, we're going to start with a very famous car, the Monkee-mobile. Now that we have our Monkees licensing back, we're bringing back the Monkee-mobile in 1/18 scale. It's based on a GTO built by Dean Jeffries. What's really cool about this 1/18 scale, of course, it has all the details of the Monkee-mobile with the big blown engine, white interior, the Monkee logos on the side, which really shines. You can see it in the light there. It's got a great glint and glare to it. For the show, there were two Monkee-mobiles that were built. One that was a main TV car, and then one that was a stunt car, which also toured around. And when they toured it, they included all four of the Monkees as a cardboard standout at the car shows. We've actually included at scale cardboard standout displays of all four Monkee characters in the box here. So when you get your Monkee-mobile, take it out, you can display it with all four of the Monkees. Just a fun way to add a little something more to this release. Of course, this has the opening doors as well for the engine. It has the detailed chassis, as you can see underneath. And we've got a lot of fun stuff planned for the Monkees license, so we'll have some more coming out as well. Next up for 1/18 scale, we've got our series for our Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals, the 1967 Chevy Camaro Z28. So what's really neat about this car, again, you guys all know it, Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals, we base these on real cars owned by real people at the show that we replicate, and they're always something rare. There's always something really cool about them. Certainly the case with this one. This is the 67 Camaro. It's a Z28, but it has an RS package with the hidden headlights. We've recently tooled the RS front end, the rear valance, and the rocker trim, so there's only been a couple RS optioned 118 scales from us. This is actually in Royal Plum, so in 67 as a Z28 with an RS package, there was only about 12 known that were Royal Plum with the white stripes. There's only one known now to still exist, and it was this car at Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals. So a super rare optioned Camaro here. Has the 302 Turbo Fire engine in it. You can see the photos there of the real car at the show, and a little more information in the back about the story of this car, the rarity of it, and it's another really cool release to put into that macaque line. And then lastly, for the 118 scale, we got another rare GM for you guys, the 1972 Pontiac Firebird TA. So another really cool thing about this, in 1972, they only made a little over 1,200 Pontiac Firebird TAs because of a big strike at GM. Every single one of those Firebirds were shown as being in white or blue. There was actually a few cars that got special ordered in Starlight Black that squeaked through and were produced in 1972. So very, very rare car. That actually made them the first black Trans Ams that were made, were these 72 cars that kind of squeaked through the production line. So long before Smoking the Bandit, 1972, you actually could get a Starlight Black Pontiac Firebird TA. So here it is in 118 scale, has the high output engine, opening doors and hood, of course the engine fully detailed with that shaker hood scoop on it, steerable front wheels, and you can get a look at the chassis on that one as well. And a little more information on the back. So that's everything we've got for 118. A lot more cool stuff coming. Next, we're going to jump in and show you guys what we got for the model kits. So jumping into the model kits, some really exciting stuff coming out for this one. Starting off with a big one. The 1992 Chevy Silverado C1500 Fleet Side Short Bed. For Dat Dude Big C in our comments, who has asked for this kit on every video for the last 3 years, we have heard you. It's coming out. This one's for you. This is all new tooling to bring back the C1500. A lot of you guys have asked for the 1500 to come back. It had to be completely retooled from the ground up. This is done using our promo kit. It does have some pretty cool new features with it. The headlight lenses, there's clear lenses that were added to make the headlights look a lot better on this build. There's two styles of wheels. You can get the sport wheels or the steel wheels in this kit. This great new box art for it. Again, completely retooled. This was done, it's an easy build style or a curbside style build, but we did tool it with a separate engine plate, so it's easier to put engines into this kit. We've got some new stuff coming out too, new stickers for 75 years of AMT, so you'll see that on some of the kits this year. And looking at this one, here's a look at some of the different ways that you can build it with the decals here. So you can see the sport decals or the stock, just regular Chevy decals on it. Again, the box art shows that the sport wheels on the front. Here's a look at the steel wheels, the other version that is available for this kit. And again, this is an easy kit to assemble. With being all new tooling, it goes together really well. You can see it's got pretty low parts count with it. So for somebody looking to build their first paint and glue kit, this is a great kit for that, and one that we're really excited. There's going to be some other variations coming out for the 1500, so look out for that. Also, another brand new tool, the 1965 Pontiac GTO hardtop. Again, this is based on the promo. We did our 68 Pontiac GTO hardtop, which you guys saw a couple months ago. So all new tooling for this one. What's really neat about this, we also did clear headlights for it. If you remember from the other 65 Pontiac GTO kit, it was a convertible that had a separate roof on it, so it took a little more work to get the hardtop right. This is an all new body with the hardtop molded into the body the way it should be. There's another look at the side there. There's a lot of colorful decals that come with this as well. You can see a look at the back. 2 wheel options also in this kit. And this is part of the Craftsman Plus series, so it does include the separate engine plate, but it is a curbside style build. And you can see a look at the parts tree on the back of that kit as well. Next up, some more new tooling added in, or new tooling options. This is the 66 Batmobile, the Polar Lights kit, but this is the Bad Guy Getaway Edition. So what we included in this kit, we tooled figures for Penguin and Catwoman. We tooled the umbrellas for Penguin. This is based on an episode of the show, a classic episode where Penguin and Catwoman steal the Batmobile and drive off with it. So we've got all the figures in here to do that. We've actually done this version in a slot car in the past as well. So you can get a look. Great new packaging design for this. You can see how those PVC figures look on here. And again, some of the features included in this Batmobile. A little more information on the side about Penguin and Catwoman. And a look at that build-up. So we're really excited about bringing this one out. And then there's a look at that parts tree. You can see how the figures go together down there. And that big decal sheet that comes with it. Also, in automotive, coming back with the Fiat Double Dragster. So this kit is really cool. You can actually build 2 complete models out of this kit. 2 different style dragsters. It's got a full color decal sheet, some tinted window options with it. We stuck with that vintage style packaging, that silent box look, where it's just the artwork on the front. But the options in this kit are really what makes it cool. So looking here, there's several different engine options included in this kit. So you can do twin side-by-side Chevy engines, or there's a Chrysler engine, an 8-carb Chrysler engine. So here on the dragster, you can see you can do 2 Chevy engines. You can do a Chrysler engine with a blower on it. You can do a couple different bodies on that style of dragster. And then for the coupe, the Fiat Coupe, you can see here different optional ways to build the Fiat Coupe. So you can build that with one of the Chevy engines. You can use the Chrysler engine in it. You can use these other different options for each of those. It's just a really cool kit with a ton of different ways to build it up. And there's a look at that parts tree so you can see how all those parts and pieces will come on your sprues when you get yours. Next up for automotive, bringing back the 1970 Dodge Coronet Super Bee from MPC, this 1/25th scale kit. So this is a re-release of the Super Bee. Some pretty cool features in this kit, but we have done one thing new where we added the decal sheet. We added the green Super Bee striping to that, which was not available before. So when you guys want to build out your Super Bee in that color, you now have the remastered water slide decals to do more options for different colors and variations for the Super Bee. So that's fun on the decal sheet. You can see here some of the parts that come into the kit, some of the separate parts and pieces here. All the twin hood scoops, Firestone tires, bucket seats. And then there's a look at that parts tree on the back for that Super Bee. And lastly, for the automotive, one more Craftsman Plus kit for you guys, the 1970 Buick Wildcat Hardtop coming back out. Features pinstripe tires, authentic decals, vintage style packaging. Again, that classic Craftsman Plus style packaging for this. You can look here at the side. Comes with clear red lights on this, an engine plate for this one as well. Look at the back. And you can see that quick and easy curbside style parts tree there for building yours out. That's everything automotive. Now we're going to jump into what we've got for sci-fi. So 2 kits for sci-fi for you guys. First off, coming back in Star Trek, we're bringing the Klingon Bird of Prey back. This is the 10-inch one. Has the landing gear included, which was done a couple of releases ago. So the landing gear is in this kit as well. This is one that's been requested to be brought back from you guys and be made available. So 1/350th scale here. You can see the one of 3 different modes that you can position the wings. Look at the water slide decals on that. So another fun kit to build, and one that we're happy to bring back out to you guys. Has been requested to bring back. And then one more, very similar. We're bringing back out the Space 1999 22-inch Eagle with cargo pod. So this is the second edition of it. We did our laboratory pod version. We had discontinued this cargo pod version. And then once the lab pod version came out, we heard a lot of you guys who really wanted to build up the cargo pod to go with it. So we did update the packaging on this. We're bringing the cargo pod version back out. This one's, like I mentioned, over 22 inches long, over 300 parts. Has the optional hoist mechanism, 4 nuclear waste containers. And you can get the look at the side there of the buildup. Or that Eagle transporter. Look at the decal sheet here. And there's the back of that packaging where you can really see that build up, all the parts and pieces in the kit with 2 different plastic colors, clear parts, cockpit wall decal, pilot figures, removable pod, extensive water slide marking decals, spring action landed gear. So that is everything that we've got for you guys for the month of April in model kits, 1/18 scale, 1/64 scale. We've got more slot car stuff coming out, so stay tuned for that. We will have more of that stuff available in the coming months. Follow us on our Instagram pages if you haven't. We've got some for Auto World, Johnny Lightning, Round 2 models. Same with our Facebook pages. Go to round2corp.com. We've got a lot of exciting stuff. Some new licenses we're going to be announcing this year. So look at our news section and check all that out. Thank you again, guys, for all the support, for watching these videos and everything we do. See you in May.